By Australia's 30-year-old Chris McCormack, who won last year in his very first Ironman.
Nothing equals it. Like you realise what you've just accomplished. And last year I walked the finish chute. I always used to think, these people come down, they absorb it, and they sprint down the chute, and it's over. I thought, if I'm ever in front in an Ironman like this, I'm walking. I'm going to lap up every single second of this experience. And I remember rounding that corner last year, knew I had the win, and it's that emotional. You just realise what you've done, the pain, the suffering's over, and there's the goal.
5:30 a.m. Today, no one wants to be anywhere else.
I live for the buzz. That's why I do this thing, and I really try to absorb it. I tend to race better off a buzz. I can't get into the zone and be very focused. Well, I am focused, but I just like to absorb the atmosphere. It's what it's all about. And let's face it, in 10 years' time, when I'm looking back, or when everyone who does one of these events that's what they talk about. It's the amazing camaraderie and the buzz of the entire event.
The swim leg is over 2 laps, 3.8 kilometres. Conditions are encouraging a fast swim. For the favourites, it's time to think ahead.
Probably the last 400 metres, you're starting to plan your exit. You've been the strange thing is you've been in the water for so long, you've been horizontal for so long. The minute you stand up, the legs are a bit wobbly. It's called trying to find your land legs. So you're trying to bring the kick in a bit.
Sydney sider Pete Jacobs is first out in 46 minutes. McCormack fifth, just 43 seconds behind. The bike leg, 180.2 kilometres. McCormack is quick to pounce.
They say the bike's the prelude for the marathon. The next two disciplines are ridiculous, actually. They're just 180 kilometre bike ride on a marathon. It's quite silly. But I think it's where you settle into the pace. It's where the race begins. A lot of the stronger Ironman guys are a little weaker in the water, and their strengths are definitely on land. And that's when it begins. I'm trying to get into a good rhythm early, set my tempo. What I've trained at, I know what I'm capable of doing.
At the halfway mark of the bike leg, Chris McCormack leads by 12 minutes.
I love it, but I'm a very extroverted person. I love the attention, I love the cameras, I love the photographers, the people yelling my name. I buzz for that. And I've been coming up to the Ironman since I was this big, a little kid, and watching with all of these amazing athletes leading the front. And now I'm an older guy, and I'm sitting up the front, and I'm thinking, yep, my whole life I've dreamed of this, and I love being there. And it's strange, because when I was growing up, I was a runner all the way through high school, and my dream was to be an Olympic marathon runner. I used to watch Deek and Steve Monaghetti and think, wow, that'd be the best, the greatest thing in the world. And now, of all the disciplines, the marathon's what intimidates me the most. And it's such a daunting thing to be 5.5, 6 hours into a race, get off the bike, you're actually a little bit jaded, and then think, I've got a marathon to do. And the hardest part of the race is you get into that tent, you get changed, you fuel up a bit, you run out. The most difficult part mentally is to run past that first sign that says 1 kilometre or 41 to go, and that's the thing. You're like, whoa, this is a tough day. And at that point, you're trying just to settle in, find your pace, and tick away again. It's tick the kilometres off one at a time.
The marathon, 42.2 kilometres. McCormack appears unbeatable, as long as he doesn't revisit last year's run.
I remember going up the hill at the 32 kilometre mark, and someone dead set dropped a grand piano on my back. Not a little piano, a grand piano. And I honestly have never suffered so badly for an hour in my entire life. It was beyond suffering. And I remember thinking in that race, remember how much you hate this, and we're never going to do another one of these again. This is beyond ridiculous. Let's never do one of these again. But you get to the end, and you soon forget that.
No grand piano this time, just an endless beat of footsteps.